BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC and MMA, head on to BetOnline today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here. So, Mike, man, what are people doing in the betting world for BetOnline?
Well, the Broncos are favored this week by 2 points. They're at home. So Vegas say we are even team per se. You know, they get the 2 points because they're at home. But the over under is at 44, and I think that's really low. I think for us to win this game, if you believe in Falcons,
if
you believe we're gonna win it, and you're gonna believe we win this game,
yes,
it got to be over 44 points.
We got to
because Bo Nix is playing good. I think Sean Payton, he's, you know what I'm saying. I think they can score some points. Our defense has not been playing that great. We're bend and don't break.
Yeah.
But we give up around 20 points a game, something like that. So
yeah.
You know, so I think for us to win, we got to score more than 20. We got to get 28, 31.
31. I like that because we got enough firepower. We just got to pull the gosh dang trigger. We pull the trigger.
Yeah.
We got the firepower. We just got to use it. So I believe that we're going to bounce back. We're going to score enough to win, and we'll be fine. So I'm taking the over on that.
Go to the bye week feeling good.
I like it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Welcome to Bleav in Falcons. This is a great episode because not only do we have myself, Ovie Mughelli, not only do we have the greatest Falcons tailback in the history of the game, Michael Turner, but we have the incomparable Ryan Cameron, the voice of the Falcons, the guy who's been around and in and all over Atlanta Falcons, not just football, but I think all sports. Ryan, thanks for blessing us with your presence, man. Thanks for hopping on. How you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. As always, great to see you guys, man. I feel like I'm getting into like a time machine, you know.
Yeah.
Have and Michael on, you know. I wear my Saints hater jersey. It's so warm, but it's still number 33. So when I was in the New Orleans Superdome, they was like, "Man, where you get that old jersey from?" I said, "Hey, man, watch your mouth, man."
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. It's a classic. It's a classic.
Right, you're currently the voice of the Falcons. It's third down. That's you, right? That's you talking.
Well, I gotta, you know, because West Durham is the voice.
Yes. Okay, right.
I'm the announcer inside the stadium. I am the conductor of the orchestra, if you will. So that's third down. But West Durham, because he'll be ready to fight me for saying I'm the voice of the Falcons.
Oh, yeah, right.
You are
the public address.
There you go. You're that. Yeah. How long you been doing that? Because I don't really listen to that when I'm playing. Were you doing that when me and Mike were playing?
It was 2018.
Right. Yeah. You know, we had somebody. We had somebody else. Yeah. Because you was with the Hawks. You was with the Hawks at that time when we was playing. Right?
I did the Hawks from 2000 to 2020. So I was there for 20 years.
Right.
And then I came with the Birds at 2018.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Are you born and raised Atlanta Falcons? Born and raised in Atlanta?
Oh yeah, man. I'm zone one, man. Me, what you talking about? Bankhead.
Okay. so you die hard all Atlanta sports. So you've been one of these long-suffering, frustrated Falcons fans. With Michael Vick, always going to happen. With Matt Ryan, always going to happen. And it almost did happen. And now you're still right there. The rest of the fans, always going to happen, man. How do you feel about this season, about this team? Because you are the inside the dome stadium voice, and you out there watching every play, talking about every catch, every drop. Mm-hmm. So you see it more than anybody else, man. What are your thoughts on this season so far?
I mean, you got to go back even further than the people that you name, man. I'm going back to Chandler and Steve Bartkowski.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been. Man, when we I got a Brett Favre jersey, he never even got on the field. So I mean, not you know how. But you know, to answer the question, man, I think Raheem has the team very confident. You know, they're going out there and they're making plays. As I tried to tell people last weekend when we went down to New Orleans, they were talking about the records, and a lot of people was talking about what was going to happen. I said, if you know the history of the rivalry, and I think it's now tied 56-56. With wins and losses, it's always a 24-21 20-17. The score is never going to match the records. And I knew exactly we was in trouble. And I said to people, man, going into that game, it was raining going into the Superdome. They was making everybody put up their umbrellas. So there were no umbrellas inside. Nobody checked any of those fans for chicken feet. And I know they had a chicken foot inside of their pocket. And that's what that game was 3 field goals.
It's
right.
Voodoo was real.
Right.
Voodoo was real.
I spoke to the punter.
2 foot into a chicken foot.
Yeah, I spoke to Bradley Pinion. He was doing a dog event, and we was out there supporting Paul's Atlanta. And I was like, dude, man, like, what the hell happened? He was like, it's some hoodoo that they was doing because, young way, it's don't ever happen. Like, we practiced it, we good, and then all of a sudden things just ain't working. He's like, it's something about them Saints. I said, you know what? I would say you make excuses, but I agree with you. Like, it's something about them Saints. They did something. It wasn't us. They did something to us.
At halftime, he came out there and he had the placeholder. He was kicking them straight through the uprights from the logo. Logo.
Wow. Really?
I mean, I do about 6 kicks in a row. I said, all right. He shook it. It's gonna be all right. And as soon as he came out there for the real thing, man, they started waving them chicken feet, and there you go.
Yo, man, I just so you see, here's the thing. Like, I talk mad shit. Like, I talk trash before the Seahawks game, and we lost. I talk trash, a little less trash against the Saints.
A little less.
So I'm gonna stop talking trash about people, but like, we should beat these Broncos team. Like, this is a team I feel like we're also better than. We got more talent than, but it's it's gonna be away. It's the Mile High Stadium. Like, me and Mike have been there, and the altitude, whatever. That didn't affect me.
That's my concern. That's my concern with a young team.
It's a lot of things that now. Not only am I not talking trash, I'm just concerned that we may not get back right because maybe that Saints game messed with us. Like, how do we get back on track? Because I feel like if we're going to be a playoff team and we're winning the division, we're going to be in the playoffs. So now it's like, let's get playoff ready. I think the Broncos can give us a nice test, at least on defense, what a playoff defense looks like. How do we get back on track with this team?
Well, I mean, I'm one of the people that'll say, and Mike, man, that I like the Falcons on the road a lot of times because they seem to step up the game. I don't know. It's just something about, I don't know. Y'all can tell me better than anybody, man. Sleeping in your own bed, driving your own car to the crib, it's just like, it's a different mantra where it's almost like y'all would go on the road and you got on that business suit. It's all about the business. So I think it's going to be a trip, man. I think, Kirk is going to right the ship. I mean, I thought that he could play better. I thought, of course, I don't see that Young Way is going to do the same thing he did, but I still have the confidence in the team, man. I mean, I think when we have a loss like that, it kind of everybody just goes back to and they go, okay, what do I need to do my job better?
Right. And Ryan, I'm with you, but I got something else that might be a little deeper. It's something about that stadium to me. We haven't won in that stadium period since it's been built.
The Saints?
No, the new stadium, the Mercedes-Benz. We haven't been taking. It hasn't been home field advantage.
Yeah,
since it's been built.
Well, I mean, one thing that they say about the stadium is,
the church.
No, not even that. It's just regardless of how it's built, it's almost too social. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Compared to the Georgia Dome, where we just had that one, club crunk where everybody went up there and got their drink on, and then to the stadium. The stadium is almost like you're looking at a seventh wonder of the world, and you kind of looking around and you want to walk around. It's always. I mean, we've been talking about it. Do we need to do a countdown clock to get people to go get to their seats? Because
right.
If you've never been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, man, you go in there, you're like, hey,
it's beautiful.
And last thing you want to do is go sit down.
It's like Jerry World. Like when we go there, it's like it's not like when I play. It's like we don't. It feel like we was filming a movie, not playing football.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it had that football feel. It's not like going in Lambeau. We know when you go to Lambeau, you're there to play football. You know what I'm saying? There's no glitz and glamour around it. So it's something. It's just something about it. I don't know. Our fans got to get used to it. But we haven't had a winning season at home like since that thing's been built. That's why you like us going on the road, traveling. We have more focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the team is played tighter and tougher. So we'll see this weekend in Mile High because that's going to be difficult too with the air and the altitude. And I know our players that hasn't been used to that. Some of these young guys, they going to know, like, they think it's a joke, but you go up and down that field one time, you breathing hard.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask y'all, I mean, I never played. So what is that like, man, going into, what is the difference? Like, is it you get winded easier? What happens?
You win it easier. I was with the Chargers, so I played there more. So like, it's like chest tight. You got to get used to it. It'll take you like a quarter to maybe even a half for your blood. It's something about your blood cells supposed to get used to the altitude and stuff like that. Then it kicks in. So that's like some teams like to go 2 days ahead to get those blood cells, changed up a little bit. But they do have advantage. They do have an advantage. And it's hard to play, but that's why we got the oxygen mask on thing. Like it's important because it's a difference. It's definitely a difference. It's no joke.
Yeah, well, I really wish we would have played the Broncos earlier because they're starting to figure stuff out. Because Bo Nix, their quarterback that they drafted was trash, was garbage beginning of the season, and now he's actually getting better. He's learning how to throw downfield. He's putting them in position to win games. I mean, they almost beat the Chiefs, which doesn't mean as much as they used to because the Chiefs are kind of good. But still, to beat the Chiefs and a blocked field goes while you lost, like they're not a team that we're just going to run over. And Bo Nix is actually playing well enough. And I would like to say that we can get him on the ground and sack him and pressure him, but we've gotten a little better, but we're still the worst rushing team in the NFL when it comes to sacks. Like we cannot get the quarterback down. And when we've got Judon and names that we thought were good enough, the band of people who said, you got Penix, and he's sitting over there on the sideline, and there were defensive ends you could have drafted. They're sitting here saying, hey, I was right. Y'all thought you was good. You're the worst in the NFL in rushing the ball. The fans is bad, man.
He's unfair. He unfair, Ryan. He's unfair.
We could be dead last.
And we are.
Sacks. If we end up in New Orleans playing the game, ain't nobody gonna be talking about that, bro.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna be talking about that. Right. And the algorithms and what you want to say about some of the players and who didn't get to the. I mean, Grady getting triple team, man. Y'all know what's going on with that, man. So
I know, yeah.
Something that's gonna get him to the quarterback. I mean, it is what it is. But as long as we keep winning, man, and I feel like. It's only, and y'all know, man, because I didn't play. Again, I didn't play. Y'all have already read the script. Y'all know that it's going to be.
Mike, you can't tell them that, man. You can't tell them there's a script.
Y'all already know it's going to be the Falcons in the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Michael Bay.
They going to come repelling, busting through these dang windows.
Yeah.
Y'all got to keep it quiet.
Right.
There's not a script in the NFL, all right? Just disclaimer, there's not a script. We haven't planned the whole thing.
It's not rigged.
It's not all
rigged.
Puppets. No, this is...
I don't know. Pat Mahomes didn't make it even better when he asked the ref, like, somebody, let me know he gets too close.
Who says that? Who says that? Oh, mic'd up. You mic'd up.
You're right. That's just funny. This stuff like that just make the conspiracy keep going.
Yeah,
but Brian, I like you're right. But Ryan, I like Ovie in this mode right here though. The doubtfulness, the not the overconfidence. Because man, Ovie in week 1, week 2,
Super Bowl. We going to the ship. Right.
I like him. I like him a little bit more calm, a little bit more humble right now.
I gotta
be
now.
Maybe we'll get back on track since we got Ovie calmed down. You know what I'm saying? Not overconfident that maybe the team will get more focused, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of like going back to Denver, Simmons, he's going back, you know what I'm saying?
It's a homecoming.
It's homecoming for him. So is he gonna rile the team up, make some big defensive plays out there this week to spark the team and get us going, get those juices flowing this week? What y'all think?
I mean, I think, we're gonna shock them, man. I think we're gonna play, it's like most of the people from Atlanta, the teams or either the athletes, sometimes we just end up playing to the level of our competition. Everybody knew that Saints team was. I mean,
right.
You saw what happened. I mean, like y'all say, it's any given, right?
Yep. So like I'm saying, like we should have put our foot on their throat from the very beginning. Didn't give them no hope. I'm so disappointed because it was a rivalry game, and I thought we'll be up for the rivalry game. And I feel like we didn't have any intensity out there, no passion, no fire, nothing. The whole team just played flat. I mean, we had sparks here and there. Like Bijan made a couple plays here and there, and I think Kyle Pitts made a couple catches. But at the end of the day, we were just a flat team last Sunday. So hope we wake up and get this win before the bye week. You know what I'm saying? I hope we're not thinking about the bye week because this is Ovie. This is a tricky game too. Ooh. The game before the bye week is a tricky game. You already because you're thinking about something else.
You think about Cancun? You think about Cancun?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Cancun. Let's go.
Right. You thinking about something else like, we can't be thinking about days off. Let's let's handle business this week, and then you think about the next week after that. So I hope the loss can make us more focused about this week, get the job done, fly home, be relaxed, and enjoy the bye week.
Yeah, but Ryan, awesome. No, you're absolutely right. But like as a super fan and somebody who knows the Falcons really well, like we have a really, really good offense. I mean, 500-yard game, 2 running backs that had 100 yards. Like our offense is our superpower. And against the Saints, those guys got shut down. It was actually embarrassing how we couldn't move the ball with all of those weapons. Against the Broncos, like who needs to step up? And I know we want all of them to step up, but Bijan going to Bijan. We know that. But who are you looking for? Who are the fans looking for? What do people need to see in order for us to do what we need to get done?
Well, I mean, it's like the conversation you and I had, man, last night. Having a Michael Turner or having a Ovie, to kind of do that. I mean, the game has evolved to where it's like get it outside and try to break a tackle and make a move, and that smash mouth, that 3rd and 1 and that 4th and 1. It's a different kind of game now, man. So I don't know until we figure that piece out. I'm an old traditional football guy, man. I'm like, yeah, man, go in there and run it down their throats.
Right. But it's not like that anymore. It's hard to act that.
If how you guys, but when y'all played, man, it was like there was no doubt. If you knew what was going to happen, it was going to happen because you saw who was coming in. I think, Michael, you tell a story about, somebody would get the ball down to the 1 yard line and you come in and be like, thank you.
Right. Thank you. I give I'm saying
be so mad. Jerry's be so mad. All other running backs, even Roddy White, like God, Roddy knows if he doesn't score, it's going to Mike or me, usually Mike. But like, yeah, it was a different type of great event, by the way, Ryan. You always doing great stuff in the community, philanthropic beast out here in Atlanta. It was good to see you at the event. But when I talked to you, it was just I feel like I'm an old man now. We can go back to the old days where we made physicality the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd option for our offense. Like Roddy and Julio, they ran physical. They caught physical. Me and Mike, we were out there running and blocking physical. Our offensive line, Harvey Dahl and Mud Duck, Tom McClure from Tyson Clay, but Harvey Dahl, like we played to the edge. And not to say that they're not as physical as we were. They're not as physical as we were, in my estimation. And part of it, the game has changed. Part of it, they call more fouls. They can't clothesline or use people's heads to get back off the ground or be as trash, do as much trash.
Can't cut block. You
can't cut block. So I get it. They're real worried about hurting the team, but we played the game a different way and we made statements with our physicality. And I think that helped us. Like they called us dirty. They called Mike dirty. They called me dirty. They called our whole offense dirty. And
Matt definitely called you dirty. Oh, I don't know about Mike. They definitely called you dirty.
Right there.
I was right at the line.
It's been 20 years since we lost ODB, man. But I think you the OD Mughelli.
I'm too nice to be dirty. Like this face ain't gonna be dirty.
Right.
I was.
I don't know. We need game day Ovie. Game day Ovie kind of dirty.
Hey, my son don't get it. Like there's a picture here somewhere. My son don't understand I was a bad man. I retired 12 years ago. He's only 10 years old. And he's now starting to play like flag football and his friends in the neighborhood. Like, was your daddy a Falcons player? And then they all about you now. They Googling his daddy. Obasi Mughelli, your daddy? Oh, your daddy was an NFL player. He's like, yeah, whatever. I don't think that was him. Like, no, son. Like, I was a bad man. So he's just now realizing that this nice daddy face that he sees that was a different individual. But no, I would love for the Falcons to go to Denver and just manhandle them. Just, control the line of scrimmage on both sides, which is it's going to be tough because their defensive line are some monsters. Their defensive line, I think they're second in the NFL in sacks. And they are number 1 in the NFL in pressures.
Okay.
And
you know how we handle that? You know how we handle that?
I don't know. Kirk Cousins can't move. I would say if Lamar Jackson can embody the spirit of Kirk Cousins and go out there and do what Lamar Jackson does, we're good. But if Kirk Cousins can't get rid of the ball fast or can't move, it's going to be a long day.
Okay. That's why with me and Ryan saying, go old school. Run it down their throat. You ain't got to worry about no pass rush. You ain't got to worry about who's number 1 in sacks when you just running down their throat, being more physical than them. Get it to third and short, third and manageable. 3-step drops. Get it out, Kirk. Get it to Kyle Pitts or somebody, or real quick. We can't have third and long because that's where they eat. That's why they up there like that, because they have opportunities to get sacks. It's longer step drops. It's depending on they Patrick Contain and them covering guys for for a long time. Like we gonna get that to eliminate that, running down their throat. That's what I'm saying. That's my game. That would be my game plan. I don't know what Raheem's doing and those guys.
Raheem might know what he's doing.
I don't know what the plan is, but my plan would be eliminate that by running down their throat.
I like it. I'm a fan. I like it. I really hope Justin Simmons rallies the team because he's coming back home. And the last thing he wants to do is to come back into his old trap and not take over his trap. I don't know. That. It was cute until we didn't do it. Like, you come to the States, we're going to get your trap, take over your trap. And Mike said, it's a super trap.
Lay the egg.
We were set up whatever. So
super trap. Right.
He going to come over to Denver.
Tom and Jerry. We want to do the Tom and Jerry.
I just wanted him to win because my favorite game, people always ask me, what's one of my favorite games or favorite touchdowns? It was my first catching touchdown. It was when Steve McNair, I was with the Ravens, Steve McNair got kicked out from the Tennessee Titans. They said he wasn't good enough. He's too old, whatever. He came to Baltimore. Like Ray went and said, hey, come over here. We want you because Kyle Bowler was horrible. And so we got a real quarterback, Steve McNair. And we went back to Tennessee. It was like some Remember the Titans, like Jamie Foxx, Denzel Washington type of halftime speeches that Ray and Steve gave. Like Ray about, like, this man has given his heart. He's given his life. He gave his blood for all y'all. You know what type of man he is. We ain't taking him out like this. We was losing by 3 touchdowns. The halftime speech, I have it halfway recorded in my head. It was like inspirational. Like he would have won an Oscar or an Emmy, like the whole thing. Music in the background in our heads. So it was so great. But Steve came up there, and Steve don't be getting, and it means so much more now that Steve passed. But he came up there and he looked all of us in the eye, was like, hey guys, I don't ask for much. I might ask you wins for me. He's like, but I do not want to walk out here with a loss. And he went into it. And the first touchdown that happened after we left the halftime was to your boy. Steve threw me just a 5-yard out. Broke 1 tackle, broke a 2nd tackle, outrun it. I don't know how I did it. Scored like a 45-yard touchdown. And I had this lame touchdown celebration where I go, yeah. I just like a fist in the air, but whatever. So Steve ran down. He was running down. He came in. He's like, that's how you do. Oh, he's like, you started us off. We're going to win this game. And from there, we scored 3 unanswered touchdowns. Ray Lewis defense said they ain't scoring. They ain't scoring no more. They didn't score 1 more touchdown. We got 3 touchdowns and a field goal, won the game. It was epic. So I'm hoping that Justin Simmons, I don't know if you have all that, but something to him. I hope he rallies not just the defense, but the team around. Let's go into this game and have something a little extra to go out there. And y'all ain't gotta do it for me, but yeah, gotta help me go out there and show them they made a mistake. I would love that to happen because Mike, did you ever go back to the Chargers and play?
Yeah, I did.
So how was that for you?
I mean, we won both times, but okay. I'm not going to talk about my experience. I'm just going to leave your experience right there. Steve McNair
Yeah.
Let's wrap up with Steve McNair. R.I.P. Steve.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you have anything to say after all that? And any last words to the fans leading up to this Denver game?
Yeah, Ryan, because this is the game. We got to win this, man. You're the voice of the fans. Like, what we
He's voice
do,
of Atlanta. Voice of Atlanta.
Man, yeah. Atlanta fans, yeah.
He's bigger than sports. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Ryan's bigger than sports.
Ryan out there hanging out with T.I., Ludacris, and Usher. And
right.
I see his parties, man.
So give us our parting words, Ryan.
Gold room.
All the stuff I've done, man. It's funny. Like, I mean, doing video games and doing the Hawks things. It's the thing about the airport that most people recognize me from, man, by being the voice of the airport. That is the craziest thing. I was at the. You saw I did the event last night. People was like, "Oh yeah, please keep your bags in front of you at all times." Oh yeah, I know that.
Man, you getting paid, Ryan. You getting paid in the airport. Ooh.
Right.
Hey, that's my first NIL deal.
Hey. Let me hold.
Well, Ryan, I hope the Falcons come back and walk through the airport here. Keep the bags in front of you at all times with a W in it. With a W in those bags.
All right, Ryan, thank you so much for coming on. But before you leave, anything you'd like to say, anything you'd like to promote, anything you're doing special, like let the Bleav in Falcons listeners and fans know about?
Yeah, man, I'm doing my annual Thanksgiving celebrity bowling on Thanksgiving night, man, at Bolero at Delk Road. I would love to have, you, and you, Mike, there, to represent, back when I started doing it way back in the day, it used to be midnight to 4 a.m. And
wow.
So it would be, basically those people who were off work on Sundays, and y'all know who those are, who came out there. They would come out there. And my other thing is, man, I own Ryan Cameron's Doughboy Pizza in the Gallery South DeKalb Mall, man. It's authentic Italian. It's the real deal, man. Shout out to Gio from Antico and making sure that I get the freshest ingredients. I know I don't look Italian, but it's me, Ryan, though.
I love it, man. Love it, man. We love to support you, man. Give us some more information on that. I love to be there for the bowling night. And man, bring me some pizza, man. I haven't had your pizza yet, man. I was with for like 2 years, but how long has it been going on? Like 2 years?
Yeah, let's go. Let's make it happen.
Okay, all right, let's do it.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, bro.
Thank you, man. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for coming on, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, man. Go Birds.
And Mike, we got to talk again. Progressive Medical Center, my man, Dr. Mughelli, he's going to get you right. I mean, luckily, you never got out of shape. Yeah. Me, you guys were nice, but I was 325 pounds. I'm going to talk about it. I said I was going to post last week. I'm going to post this week about like some of the before and afters of what they did to me because it has changed my life completely. My kids were so disappointed in me because we couldn't go on a walk, ride no bikes, go on the trampoline without me saying, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I was tired after like 5 minutes because I couldn't move. My knees hurt, everything hurt, back hurt. And they just got me in a regimen, got me the supplements, the coaching. And, we're pretty coachable. Play NFL for a while, you're coachable. Right. But when you have the coaches to help you get back in the, in the healthy patterns that you've been the majority of your life, it means everything. Because Mike Smith wasn't here. Mike Malarkey wasn't here. But Dr. Mughelli, Diane, the whole group down there, they got me right. And not only got me right for myself, got me right for my whole family. So Progressive Medical Center, if you are trying to lose weight, you're trying to be healthier, you want to make sure you optimize your health, they're the places to go. And we got a nice little, I'd say, consolation prize for anybody who actually goes there, does a consultation, talks to them, but actually moves forward. You enter yourself into a raffle to win a dinner with me and Mike. And you got $300-$400 to spend. Pick the restaurant of your choice. Me, Mike will come. Mike will tell some bad jokes. I'll tell some funny jokes, and we'll eat, tell some stories, and have a really good time. So we haven't done this ever, but to do an actual raffle or a challenge or a chance to win a dinner with Ovie and Mike, that's pretty good. You lose some weight, get healthy, and get to have dinner with the two greatest Falcons running back and fullback in the history of the game. That's a win. ProgressiveMedicalCenter.com. Check them out. Reach out to them. Tell them Ovie sent you, and you'll thank me later.